The man who once couldn't keep his hands off you, now barely looks at you. The man who used to light up when you walked into the room, now only seems annoyed. You ask yourself, where did the love go? Why does it feel like he dislikes you now? What changed? And more importantly, can it be fixed? This is a question that so many women silently struggle with as their marriages age. Relationships evolve, and sometimes they evolve into something unsettling. The man who once adored you may now seem distant, cold, or even resentful. But why? What causes this shift? Is it inevitable? And if your marriage is going through this, what can you do to bring back the love? In this video, we're breaking it all down, from the hidden reasons behind this emotional shift to actionable steps that can help bring back the connection. This is one video you don't want to miss. Stay with me till the end because the last few reasons might shock you, and they might just save your relationship. The erosion of physical attraction. Let's face it, aging is inevitable. Wrinkles appear, hair grays, and bodies change. While these transformations are a natural part of life, they can sometimes alter the way a husband views his wife. In the early days of marriage, physical attraction often burns bright, fueled by the excitement of new love and the thrill of discovery. But as the years pass, that initial allure can fade. Lifestyle factors like weight gain, health issues, or simply the wear and tear of time can amplify this shift, leaving both partners wondering where the spark went. But here's the thing, physical attraction isn't just about looks. It's about energy, vitality, and the way partners nurture each other. When a husband starts to focus solely on his wife's physical changes, rather than her personality, shared memories, or the love they've built, it can lead to dissatisfaction. The key, couples must work to maintain both emotional and physical intimacy, focusing on the whole person, not just the external changes. After all, love is about seeing beyond the surface. The science behind physical attraction. Physical attraction is deeply rooted in biology and psychology. In the early stages of a relationship, hormones like dopamine and oxytocin flood the brain, creating that euphoric honeymoon phase. But as time goes on, these chemical highs naturally diminish. What's left is the reality of aging bodies and the routines of daily life. For some husbands, this shift can feel jarring, especially if they've tied their sense of attraction to youthful appearances. However, attraction is far more complex than just physical appearance. It's also about how someone carries themselves, their energy, and the emotional connection they share with their partner. A wife who radiates confidence, kindness, and warmth can be just as, if not more, attractive than she was in her youth. The challenge lies in shifting the focus from superficial changes to the deeper qualities that sustain long-term love. The role of lifestyle in shaping attraction. Lifestyle plays a significant role in how physical changes are perceived. Weight gain, for example, is often cited as a factor that can diminish attraction. But it's not just about the number on the scale. It's about how both partners approach health and vitality together. A sedentary lifestyle, poor diet, or lack of self-care can contribute to a sense of disconnect. On the flip side, couples who prioritize their well-being, whether through exercise, healthy eating, or simply staying active, often find that their physical connection remains strong. Health issues can also impact attraction. Chronic conditions, hormonal changes, or the natural effects of aging can alter how partners see each other. But here's the twist. These challenges can also be an opportunity to deepen intimacy. Supporting each other through health struggles can foster a sense of teamwork and resilience that strengthens the bond between husband and wife. The danger of focusing solely on the physical. When a husband starts to view his wife primarily through the lens of her physical changes, it can create a dangerous dynamic. He may begin to compare her to younger women, idealized images in media, or even his memory of her from years ago. This comparison trap can lead to dissatisfaction and resentment, even if his wife is the same loving, caring person she's always been. The truth is, no one stays the same forever. Aging is a shared journey, and both partners will experience physical changes over time. The key is to embrace these changes as part of the story you're writing together. Instead of fixating on what's been lost, focus on what's been gained, the wisdom, the shared experiences, and the deep connection that only comes with time. Communication breakdown, when silence speaks volume. Imagine this, you're sitting across from your partner at the dinner table, but instead of the lively conversations you once shared, there's only silence. The clinking of utensils against plates fills the void, and the distance between you feels palpable. This isn't just a quiet moment, it's a symptom of a deeper issue. One of the most common culprits behind marital dissatisfaction is poor communication. Over time, couples often fall into the trap of assuming they know what the other is thinking. Meaningful conversations get replaced by surface-level chatter, and misunderstandings or unspoken resentments start to pile up. This lack of communication can leave both partners feeling emotionally neglected, disconnected, and even invisible. For husbands, this might manifest as frustration or resentment, especially if they feel their needs, desires, or feelings are being ignored. They may start to withdraw, believing that their voice doesn't matter or that their wife isn't truly listening. Wives, on the other hand, may feel emotionally unfulfilled, believing their husbands are no longer invested in the relationship. They might interpret the silence as indifference or a lack of love, which can lead to feelings of loneliness and insecurity. The result? A growing emotional gap that can make even the closest couples feel like strangers living under the same roof. The silent killer of relationships. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. It's how we express love, resolve conflicts, and stay connected. But when communication breaks down, it can feel like the relationship is slowly suffocating. The problem often starts subtly. Maybe you stop sharing the details of your day because you assume your partner isn't interested. Or perhaps you avoid discussing difficult topics because you don't want to start an argument. Over time, these small omissions add up, creating a wall of silence that's hard to break through. The irony is that the less you communicate, the harder it becomes to start. You might find yourself thinking, why bother? They won't understand anyway. But this mindset only deepens the divide. Without open dialogue, misunderstandings fester, and assumptions take root. A husband might assume his wife doesn't care about his feelings, while a wife might assume her husband is no longer attracted to her. These assumptions can spiral into resentment, creating a cycle of emotional distance that's hard to escape. Why communication breaks down. There are many reasons why communication falters in long-term relationships. Life gets busy, and couples often prioritize work, kids, or other responsibilities over their relationship. The emotional energy that once fueled deep conversations gets diverted elsewhere, leaving little room for connection. Over time, couples may also fall into patterns of avoidance, especially if past attempts at communication led to conflict or hurt feelings. Another common issue is the assumption that your partner should just know how you feel. You might think, if they really loved me, they'd know what I need. But this expectation sets both partners up for failure. No one is a mind reader, and assuming your partner can intuit your needs without you expressing them is a recipe for disappointment. The impact of emotional neglect. When communication breaks down, emotional neglect often follows. Husbands may feel that their wives aren't paying enough attention to their needs, desires, or feelings. This can lead to frustration and even resentment, especially if they feel their efforts to connect are being ignored. Wives, on the other hand, may feel emotionally unfulfilled, thinking that their husbands are no longer invested in the relationship. They might interpret the lack of communication as a sign that their husband no longer cares. This emotional neglect can create a vicious cycle. The more one partner feels ignored, the more they withdraw, which only reinforces the other partner's feelings of neglect. Over time, this cycle can erode the foundation of the relationship, leaving both partners feeling disconnected and unhappy. Routine and stagnation. When passion fades into predictability, marriage can easily fall into a rut. The excitement of early romance gives way to the monotony of daily life, raising kids, managing finances, and juggling careers. Over time, the passion that once fueled the relationship can dwindle, leaving both partners feeling more like roommates than lovers. When couples stop nurturing their relationship, they risk taking each other for granted. A wife who was once a source of excitement may start to feel more like a business partner than a romantic companion. Breaking free from this routine is essential. Simple acts like regular date nights, exploring new hobbies together, or revisiting shared dreams can reignite the spark and remind couples why they fell in love in the first place. The comfort trap. Routine can be comforting, but it can also be a trap. When couples settle into predictable patterns, they risk losing the spontaneity and excitement that once defined their relationship. The comfort of familiarity can lead to complacency, where both partners stop making an effort to surprise or delight each other. This complacency can be particularly damaging when it comes to physical intimacy. The passion that once came naturally may start to feel like a chore, leading to a decline in both frequency and quality. Over time, this can create a sense of emotional distance, where both partners feel more like cohabitants than lovers. Predictability can also lead to a sense of stagnation. When every day feels the same, it's easy to lose sight of the unique qualities that drew you to your partner in the first place. The wife who once seemed like a source of endless fascination may start to feel like just another part of the daily routine. This sense of stagnation can be particularly challenging for husbands, who may start to feel that their relationship lacks excitement or novelty. They may begin to crave the thrill of new experiences, leading to feelings of dissatisfaction or even resentment. The impact of parenting. When kids come between you, parenthood is a beautiful journey, but it can also strain a marriage. The demands of raising children often leave little room for emotional intimacy between husband and wife. In many cases, the bulk of childcare and household responsibilities fall on the wife, leaving her exhausted and emotionally drained. Meanwhile, the husband may feel sidelined, as his wife's attention shifts almost entirely to the kids. This imbalance can lead to resentment and disconnect. To counteract this, couples must prioritize their relationship alongside their roles as parents, scheduling time for just the two of them, supporting each other in their parenting journey, and maintaining open communication can help prevent one partner from feeling overlooked. The transformation of roles. When children enter the picture, the dynamics of a marriage inevitably shift. The wife, often taking on the role of primary caregiver, may find herself consumed by the needs of the children. The husband, on the other hand, may feel that his role has been reduced to that of a provider or secondary parent. This shift in roles can create a sense of imbalance, where both partners feel that their needs are being neglected. For wives, the constant demands of parenting can leave little energy for anything else. The emotional labor of managing schedules, handling tantrums, and ensuring the well-being of the children can be overwhelming. This can lead to feelings of exhaustion and burnout, making it difficult to nurture the marital relationship. For husbands, the shift in attention can be equally challenging. They may feel that their wife's focus has shifted entirely to the children, leaving them feeling neglected and unimportant. This can lead to feelings of resentment and frustration, as they struggle to find their place in the new family dynamic. The emotional toll of parenting. Parenting is an emotionally demanding role, and it can take a toll on both partners. The constant need to be on for the children can leave little room for self-care or couple time. This can lead to a sense of emotional depletion, where both partners feel drained and disconnected. For wives, the emotional toll of parenting can be particularly intense. The pressure to be the perfect mother, combined with the physical demands of childcare, can lead to feelings of inadequacy and stress. This can make it difficult to maintain emotional intimacy with their husband, as they may feel too exhausted or overwhelmed to engage in meaningful conversations. For husbands, the emotional toll can manifest as feelings of isolation or neglect. They may feel that their emotional needs are being overlooked, as their wife's attention is focused on the children. This can lead to a sense of disconnection, where they feel that their relationship with their wife has become secondary to her role as a mother. The impact on marital intimacy. The demands of parenting can also impact marital intimacy, both emotional and physical. The exhaustion and stress of caring for children can leave little energy for romance or connection. Date nights may become a thing of the past, and even simple acts of affection, like holding hands or sharing a kiss, may fall by the wayside. For wives, the physical demands of parenting, such as breastfeeding or co-sleeping, can further impact intimacy. They may feel touched out or overstimulated, making it difficult to engage in physical affection with their husband. This can lead to a sense of distance, where both partners feel more like co-parents than lovers. For husbands, the lack of physical intimacy can be particularly challenging. They may feel that their needs are being ignored, leading to feelings of frustration or resentment. This can create a cycle of disconnection, where both partners feel increasingly distant from each other. The importance of teamwork. Parenting is a team effort, and it's important for couples to approach it as a partnership. By working together and supporting each other, couples can navigate the challenges of parenting while maintaining a strong marital relationship. This sense of teamwork can help prevent feelings of resentment and disconnection, and ensure that both partners feel valued and appreciated. Parenting is a beautiful and rewarding journey, but it can also strain a marriage. The demands of raising children can leave little room for emotional intimacy, leading to feelings of exhaustion, resentment, and disconnection. However, by prioritizing their relationship and working together as a team, couples can navigate the challenges of parenting while maintaining a strong and fulfilling marital relationship. The key is to make time for each other, communicate openly, and show appreciation for each other's efforts. By doing so, couples can ensure that their relationship remains a source of love, support, and happiness, even as they navigate the joys and challenges of parenthood. Unmet emotional needs. When love feels one-sided, emotional intimacy is the backbone of any strong relationship. It's the glue that holds couples together through life's ups and downs. But what happens when one partner feels their emotional needs are being ignored? For many husbands, this can lead to feelings of distance, frustration, and even resentment. Over time, couples often fall into the trap of assuming their partner just knows how they feel. But this assumption can create a dangerous disconnect, leaving one or both partners feeling unseen, unheard, and unloved. When emotional needs go unmet, it can feel like love has become one-sided. A husband may start to withdraw, believing his feelings don't matter, while a wife may feel overwhelmed by the demands of life, unintentionally neglecting her partner's needs. This imbalance can erode the foundation of a marriage, leaving both partners feeling isolated and disconnected. The question is, how do you rebuild emotional intimacy when life gets in the way? And why do unmet emotional needs have such a profound impact on a relationship? The silent erosion of emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy isn't something that disappears overnight. It erodes slowly, often without either partner realizing it's happening. In the early stages of a relationship, couples are naturally attuned to each other's needs. They prioritize time together, share their thoughts and feelings openly, and make an effort to show love and appreciation. But as life gets busier with work, kids, and other responsibilities, those efforts can start to fade. For husbands, this can feel like a gradual withdrawal of emotional support. They may begin to feel that their wife is no longer interested in their inner world, their dreams, fears, or daily struggles. Over time, this can lead to a sense of emotional neglect, where they feel like their needs are being pushed to the sidelines. For wives, the demands of life can make it difficult to prioritize emotional intimacy. They may be juggling a career, parenting, and household responsibilities, leaving little energy for deep conversations or emotional connection. This doesn't mean they don't care. It simply means they're stretched thin. But when emotional needs go unmet, it can create a rift that's hard to bridge. There are many reasons why emotional needs go unmet in a marriage. Life's demands, work, parenting, financial stress can leave little room for emotional connection. Couples may also fall into patterns of complacency, assuming that their partner should just know how they feel. But this assumption is a recipe for disappointment. No one is a mind reader, and expecting your partner to intuit your needs without you expressing them is a surefire way to create misunderstandings and hurt feelings. Another common issue is the imbalance of emotional labor. In many relationships, one partner, often the wife, takes on the bulk of the emotional work, such as managing the household, remembering important dates, and ensuring everyone's needs are met. This can leave them feeling drained and overwhelmed, with little energy left to nurture their own emotional needs, let alone their partner's. The role of communication in emotional intimacy. Communication is the cornerstone of emotional intimacy. Without open, honest dialogue, it's impossible to understand each other's needs and feelings. But communication isn't just about talking, it's about listening. It's about creating a safe space where both partners feel comfortable expressing their thoughts and emotions without fear of judgment or rejection. For husbands, this means being willing to open up about their feelings, even when it's uncomfortable. It means letting their wife know when they're feeling neglected or unappreciated, and being specific about what they need to feel loved and supported. For wives, it means making an effort to tune into their husband's emotional world, even when life feels overwhelming. It means asking questions, listening actively, and showing genuine interest in their partner's thoughts and feelings. The power of small gestures. Emotional intimacy isn't just about grand gestures or deep conversations. It's also about the small, everyday moments that show your partner you care. A simple "How was your day?" or a thoughtful text message can go a long way in fostering connection. So can small acts of affection, like a hug, a kiss, or a gentle touch. For husbands, these small gestures can help them feel seen and valued. They can serve as a reminder that their wife is thinking of them, even when life gets busy. For wives, these moments can help them feel more connected to their husband, even when they're juggling a million other responsibilities. The key is to make these gestures a regular part of your relationship, rather than waiting for special occasions. The danger of emotional neglect. When emotional needs go unmet for too long, the consequences can be devastating. A husband who feels neglected may start to seek emotional fulfillment elsewhere, whether through work, hobbies, or even other relationships. This emotional neglect can create a vicious cycle, where both partners feel increasingly distant and disconnected. Over time, this can erode the foundation of the relationship, leaving both partners feeling like they're living separate lives. Unresolved conflicts. When the past haunts the present, unresolved conflicts are like weeds in a garden. If left unchecked, they'll grow wild, choking out the healthy parts of a relationship. Over time, lingering resentments over finances, household responsibilities, or personal grievances can create an undercurrent of tension that's hard to ignore. Imagine a husband who feels his wife isn't addressing important issues or compromising on decisions. He may start to harbor negative feelings, which, if left unspoken, can fester and grow into something much harder to resolve. The solution: healthy conflict resolution, addressing issues as they arise, discussing feelings constructively, and making compromises can help clear the air and restore harmony. Think of it as tending to that garden, pulling out the weeds before they take over. It's not about avoiding conflict altogether, because let's face it, conflict is inevitable, but about handling it in a way that strengthens the relationship rather than tearing it down. One of the biggest mistakes couples make is letting small disagreements pile up. Over time, these seemingly minor issues can snowball into major resentments. For example, a husband who feels his opinions are consistently dismissed may start to withdraw emotionally. This withdrawal can create a vicious cycle, where the wife feels neglected and the husband feels misunderstood. Breaking this cycle requires both partners to take a step back, acknowledge their feelings, and commit to finding common ground. The key to resolving conflicts lies in communication, not just talking, but truly listening. Active listening involves empathy, patience, and a willingness to see things from your partner's perspective. It's about creating a safe space where both partners feel heard and valued. By addressing conflicts head-on and with compassion, couples can transform their struggles into opportunities for growth and deeper connection. Midlife crisis, when doubt creeps in. The midlife crisis, a term that's often joked about but can wreak real havoc on a marriage. As husbands approach middle age, they may begin to question their life choices, personal fulfillment, and even their relationship. This period of self-reflection can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction, as a husband may feel his wife no longer aligns with his evolving sense of self. Navigating a midlife crisis requires patience, open communication, and sometimes professional support. It's a time for both partners to reflect on their individual and shared goals. By focusing on personal growth and reconnecting as a couple, partners can emerge stronger than ever. Think of it as a second act, a chance to rediscover each other and reignite the passion that brought you together in the first place. For many men, a midlife crisis is less about wanting a flashy sports car and more about grappling with existential questions. Asterisk, have I achieved enough? Am I truly happy? Does my life have meaning? Asterisk, these questions can create a sense of restlessness, which may manifest as dissatisfaction with their marriage. A husband might feel that his wife doesn't understand his newfound desires or struggles, leading to emotional distance. The good news: a midlife crisis doesn't have to spell the end of a marriage. In fact, it can be an opportunity for renewal. By approaching this phase with curiosity and compassion, couples can explore new interests together, set fresh goals, and deepen their emotional bond. It's about embracing change, both individually and as a team, and finding joy in the journey of rediscovery. External stresses, when life gets in the way. Let's face it, life can be overwhelming. Work stress, financial difficulties, health issues, or personal loss can all strain a marriage. When one partner is overwhelmed by external pressures, they may become emotionally unavailable or irritable, leading to a growing disconnect. Supporting each other through life's challenges is crucial. By remaining a team and offering empathy and encouragement, couples can weather even the toughest storms together. It's about being each other's safe harbor in the chaos. Remember, it's not you versus your partner. It's both of you versus the problem. External stresses often act as a magnifying glass, amplifying existing issues in a relationship. For example, financial struggles can exacerbate feelings of insecurity or inadequacy, while health challenges can test patience and resilience. In these moments, it's easy to blame each other or withdraw emotionally. But the strongest couples recognize that external pressures are temporary, and that their partnership is the foundation that will see them through. The key to navigating external stresses lies in teamwork. This means checking in with each other regularly, offering support without judgment, and finding small ways to lighten the load. Whether it's sharing household responsibilities, planning a relaxing evening together, or simply saying, "I'm here for you," these gestures can make a world of difference. By facing life's challenges together, couples can emerge stronger and more united than ever. Lack of appreciation, when efforts go unnoticed, feeling unappreciated can create significant tension in a relationship. If a husband feels his contributions, whether it's providing for the family, helping with chores, or simply being emotionally present, are undervalued, he may start to resent his wife. The bottom line: love is a journey, not a destination. The question of why husbands start to dislike their wives as they age is complex, but it's not insurmountable. With open communication, mutual understanding, and a commitment to nurturing the relationship, couples can overcome these challenges and create a stronger, more fulfilling connection. Marriage is a partnership that requires continuous effort and care. By recognizing the signs of dissatisfaction early and taking proactive steps to address them, couples can ensure their relationship remains a source of love, support, and happiness for years to come. The years may change us, but they don't have to change the love we share. It's never too late to reignite the spark and write a new chapter in your love story. So take a moment to reflect, communicate, and appreciate each other. Because at the end of the day, love isn't just about finding the right person, it's about being the right partner. What's your story? Have you experienced any of these challenges in your relationship? How did you overcome them? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear how you've navigated the ups and downs of marriage. And if you found this article helpful, don't forget to share it with someone who might need a little relationship inspiration today. Remember, every relationship has its struggles, but with the right mindset and effort, you can turn those struggles into strengths. Here's to writing your next chapter together.